Hey everyone, and welcome back to this week's Fast Five, where we are going to cover 5 simple tips that you can use in the next week or two to save money on cereal. And you'll notice that not one of these tips says don't buy cereal. Now, the biggest thing when it comes to cereal is the cost per unit, and we're going to discuss that multiple times. But the biggest thing is that not always when something is on sale does it then become the best cost per unit. These are from Walmart, and you can see the smallest size, the 10.5, is on sale for $2.97. Because it's on sale, your brain automatically thinks, oh, that must be the best deal. But if you look at the other options, the family size and the mega size, you'll see that even though the 10.5 ounce size is on sale, it's still a higher cost per unit than the 18.6 ounce size and the 26.1 ounce size. Now, not every store has their price per units correct, so I would whip out your phone and just double check that. And how you do that is you take the total, which is the 297, and you divide it by 10.5, and that'll give you 28.3. So that right there shows me that unless maybe I only had $3 to spend on cereal, the best option would actually be to buy the mega size, which isn't on sale. Now, these are pictures from my local Ingles, which I know has a tendency to be a little bit more expensive than some other stores, but this showed a really great difference between name brand and store brand. So the top one is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the size for this 12-ounce box was $5.68, which is 47 cents per ounce. The same size in the store brand, which was $2.78 on sale, came out to 23 cents an ounce. That's literally half the price for the same amount of cereal. Same thing with these Honey Nut Cheerios. The regular name brand, $5.68, comes out to 52 cents an ounce. The store brand in the same size came out to 22 cents per ounce. And I don't know about you, but a lot of these store brands are very, very similar. And that's because it's already been shown that a lot of store brands are made in the exact same factories that name brand are. It just has different packaging. And you'll notice that the packaging is very plain. It doesn't usually have any, special mascots or any major marketing on them. And that's how they cut their costs. Now, if you really like a cereal and you know that you're going to eat it pretty regularly, then you may want to look at buying in bulk plus on sale. Now, these bags are actually much bigger than a standard box of cereal. They weigh anywhere from 23 to 30 ounces. Now, they're normally about $6, which isn't a great deal, but this week at Ingles, they were buy one, get one free. So you're basically getting a very large box of cereal for only $3, which honestly, even if you bought 2 of them, it's coming out close to 13 cents per ounce, which is very cheap. Now, other places like Sam's, they offer literal bulk sizing. Like this is a double bag box, so it's a total of 38 ounces, and they have a 50-cent off coupon, so it comes out to a total of 17 cents per ounce. So don't be afraid to buy in bulk if you really like a cereal. And it's not just the kids' cereal. They have plenty of other quote unquote adult cereals like Raisin Bran, shredded wheat, stuff like that. It's not just the kiddie stuff. Number 4 is to use coupons. But did you know that when a major manufacturer, in this case General Mills, puts out a coupon, they put out the same coupon to almost every store? These are digital coupons. The top one is Dollar General. The next one is Kroger. The one at the bottom is my local IGA. And this one on the side is Walgreens. You'll notice they are all exactly the same. They are $1 off 2. So if you are at a store and you see that they have a decent coupon, you may want to look at a bunch of other retailers, including the oddball like Walgreens, because you may notice that if these are cereals you like you may notice it's a much better deal to go pick them up at Dollar General or at Walgreens versus buying them at a traditional grocery store like Kroger or any of the other stores. So just keep an eye out and know that whenever you see a manufacturer's coupon, every store that has digital coupons usually gets the same coupon. Now, our fifth tip is expiration dates don't really mean much on cereal. And what I mean by that is over the years, I have tested multiple cereals. I have tested them upwards of 18 months to 2 years past their expiration date. And honestly, the majority of them have been fine. And what I mean by that is they're not even stale. And the reason for that is because you have this outer box and then inside you have a plastic sealed bag. As long as that plastic sealed bag stays intact, if it doesn't get wet or like if you kept it out in a garage where it had like really high heat, these things do not instantly go bad on the expiration date. Now, I will say if your cereal contains nuts, then you have a much more higher probability of those nuts going rancid. And you can tell if they're rancid because when you open it, you get this smell that the only thing I can really compare it to is like a petroleum product or almost like a burnt plastic smell. So if you smell that, you know that the nuts have gone rancid. But it's funny because all the rest of the cereal would be perfectly fine. But once those nuts go rancid, it's going to affect everything else. But what's great is a lot of stores heavily discount um, cereal that's getting close to expiration date. Like at Big Lots, this box was normally $3, but because the expiration date was within a month, it's 82 cents. My local IGA had these Cocoa Pebbles for $1, and they actually didn't expire for another couple weeks. And so those are great deals on cereal. So just keep an eye out. Now, as a bonus tip, I'm going to tell you get creative with your cereal, especially your older cereal. Now, at my house, we don't typically actually eat cereal for breakfast. To us, it's more of like a snack or a treat. Sometimes it's even dessert. So, what we do is we have a rule that we only keep 2 to 3 boxes open at a time. We won't open a new box until one of the older ones gets used up. But what happens when one of those older boxes, nobody wants to eat it? Well, what we do is we make cereal bars. Same concept as a Rice Krispie bar, but you just use whatever cereal you have. And I mean, I'm sure you've seen where you can get like Fruity Pebble cereal bars. You can get a ton of cereal bars in the store, so you can just make those at home. Number two, this may remind you from our snack video, but add them to a snack mix. Sometimes when you mix it up with something else, all of a sudden it's new and exciting. And the third one, this is the one my husband usually does, when we have like the bottom of 2 or 3 cereals that maybe each individual cereal isn't sounding good, he makes one of those where he mixes them all together, kind of like you would with soda. Remember when you put the cup under each one of the soda drinks? Same thing. Um, I don't know if I could say the word, but it's like a suicide cereal where you just put them all together. And then to me, it tastes really funky, but my husband does this regularly. Now, hopefully, these tips will help you. Maybe there's one that you hadn't heard of before. Please make sure to tell me down below any tips that you use for cereal and maybe some creative uses for cereal. Now, some of the more savory cereals like Corn Flakes or even Rice Krispies can be used for lots of different things, but sometimes the like super sweet kid cereal, let me know what you do with it. And if you have any ideas for future Fast Five videos, make sure to comment below and we will get right on it. Hope y'all have a great week. Bye.